Hi, I'm Rachel, and normally this YouTube channel I only use it to read my poetry or someone else's, or practice reading things or singing things or doing anything school related that I get nervous for. But today I'm going to use it for something different. I've always been shy and had a low self-esteem, and I'm not so great at expressing myself or telling people what I want or need. This is especially for family. This video is basically about a rough patch that I'm going through now, because a year ago I was very dependent on my parents and on everyone, and my family was taking advantage of me in many different ways, and they were putting me down, and they might even not notice that they're doing what they're doing, and I don't even think it's honestly their fault. It's nobody's fault. They think they're trying to do the best thing for me, but I don't know if it really is the best thing or not. So anyways, I became independent. My father moved away, and I was living with my brother. But it's ending now because of things I can't really explain, because I don't fit into this mold that you have to fit into to be a certain type of person. And that type of person is disabled. I have a learning disability, and it's really hard to talk about, because let's face it, nobody really wants to be down. Nobody really wants to think, oh gee, I have this problem, and it's never going to be able to get fixed. No, most people would want to be positive. Most people would want you to move forward and try and do the things, and not be categorized and not be labeled. And nobody wants to be labeled as anything. I mean, you have all these little children out here. I'm taking a psychology class in college that's all about it's all about children's disorders and abnormal behavior. My favorite thing about that class is that there's hope for even the children with the most severe disabilities. People with autism, people with dyslexia, people with all these kind of disorders, they're all like, I once heard a preschool teacher talk about a kid, a child, in school, and they're like, oh, he's this, and oh, she's that, and oh, this, and oh, that, and I'm just like thinking, why are you defining them by their disability? A child should never be defined by their disability. Or, oh, I wish I could, and this is her exact word. I heard a preschool teacher say, ooh, I wish I could cry and poop like he does right now. And I'm like, really? You're gonna say it in front of the child? Not even like with the child. You didn't even push this with the child or wait till you say it right in front of the child. You think the child can't see those kind of, like, the social cues? Children are not stupid. I know. I know because I was one of them. We all were. And let's face it, we all know that you can tell when someone's saying something about you. It's not fun. It really, really isn't fun. And, yeah. My family has a history of doing it. And it just makes me so sad. But anyway, back to my story. Yeah. So I'm moving in with my dad. And I don't have a choice at this point. Maybe sometime in the future I will. But for now I don't have a choice. And I have to be okay with it. And I'm trying really hard to be okay with it. Trying really hard to accept everything. Trying really hard not to fall apart in front of my family. Not to run away, not to cry. Because every time I cry, they start yelling. So I wait. Till I'm alone. Then it's safe. I mean, I've been crying every day. Alone. Nobody there to see. Which means no yelling. Which is good. Because that just makes me cry more. But it feels so horrible when I do it. It's like so much pain. bittersweet. And then now, going back to live with him feels almost like a regression. Like, I don't even want to regress, but I might be forced into it. I've never been the one to stand my ground. And I'm feeling vulnerable. And I don't know what's going to happen the first weekend. Because I'm not going to have internet, most likely. I'm going to try to stay out as much as I can. I'm going to try to find places, maybe friends, maybe the library, maybe school, where I can go and just be away, focus, and relax, and listen to music, and be myself, the real Rachel, not the disabled girl.